Welcome back to Pros and Claws. Raptors versus Sixers. Second straight game for the Raptors that goes down in the clutch time. Final 5 minutes, 3-point game. And we're going to break down the plays and how exactly the Raptors won this game, especially how the starters executed against Philly's defense. Philly obviously down Joel Embiid, no Paul George. So, you got yourself an undermanned roster, but the Raptors still get the job done in Philadelphia. And let's break these plays down. Fourth quarter, here we go. 4:44 left. Raptors starters are in. Philadelphia's cut it down to a 3-point lead. Raptors have not been scoring well to this point in this quarter. And we have Immanuel Quickley bringing down the ball to the left side of the floor. He's going to get a screen from Pirtle. Here, inside-out dribble to set up Maxey to be hit by this Pirtle screen. Boom. Pirtle clips Maxey well. High arm there. Maxey's going to complain about this. And what you see is Andre Drummond is lunging out to hedge. Quickley realizes this instantly and just escape past to Scottie Barnes. And look at where Drummond is positioned at this point. Way too aggressive. He's completely out of position. And now Tyrese Maxey, he's going to get caught having to deal with Pirtle, who's rolling on this side with an empty corner. So there's no help. Tyrese Maxey tries to hedge here and then shoot back. You see Drummond's recovering. And on the other side of the floor, the Raptors have RJ Barrett setting a screen on Quentin Grimes to bring Brandon Ingram up. What this does is by having this action on this side of the floor, look at VJ Edgecombe. He's the back line of defense right now, and his head is not looking at the ball. He is too preoccupied with this action here, and Jakob Poeltl is going to stroll with no help to a layup. So that was an easy 2 points. The Raptors got that action. They're running the same action this time. This time, the Sixers are actually set. So they've gotten that pick and roll out of the way. Scottie Barnes is now going to pass to Brandon Ingram off this curl. VJ Edgecombe's actually looking at the play here. Brandon Ingram gets it, doesn't really like it, resets with Scottie Barnes, and now they run a Scottie Barnes, Brandon Ingram pick and roll up top. What happens here is Walker gets tied up here. Scottie notices that he's too far into the screen. Brandon Ingram got a little grab on that arm, and you see Scottie's going to blow right past him left, and he's ahead of the play now. Now the Sixers are in retreat mode. They are in a scramble. Jakob Poeltl's hanging out here in this dunker spot, and now VJ Edgecombe, the rookie's getting some tough decisions here. He's going to have to help out. You see Andre Drummond steps up to fill the gap, and Jakob Poeltl is sealed in this dunker spot. Really, this is a bad position for Drummond anyways. VJ Edgecombe's late here for the help, but he's coming for the help, and what this leaves is quick no-look pass to RJ Barrett. And here, RJ takes a wide-open three, misses it, but a good shot created in clutch time. All right, next play down, we're inbounding from the baseline, 20 seconds on the clock. They're going to get it into Brandon Ingram here on this elbow. Now, the Sixers, anytime Brandon Ingram gets the ball in the fourth quarter, they are going to double. Now, the Raptors, they made sure they have their shooters around the arc at the three-point line, and they have Jakob Poeltl filling the opposite block, but nobody is on Brandon Ingram's side, so he can attack this. As this double comes, VJ Edgecombe does a great job of jumping to block off the initial passing lane. And what this does is Brandon Ingram is going to hit this release valve, but by just buying this extra time, the Sixers defense is now able to kind of close out and help. So here, they're able to close out on RJ Barrett. He doesn't have a clean shot, but Scottie Barnes is cutting through, and Tyrese Maxey now has to guard two defenders. He's got Quickley in the corner. He's got Scottie Barnes cutting through the middle. VJ Edgecombe's in recovery. RJ Barrett, good pass to find Scottie Barnes. Now, Drummond is guarding two, and Maxey's going to come down to tag Jakob Poeltl. That means one of these two is open for a pass. Scottie quickly reads it. Drummond overcommits. Drummond tries his best to cut off the passing angle to Poeltl. Scottie passes cross court. Open three for Immanuel Quickley. VJ Edgecombe is not going to get out in there in time for the contest. Quickly misses, but a good shot created. Good process from the Raptors. Patience. Next play down, the Raptors are going to try to get the ball back into Brandon Ingram here in the post. This time, it's in the low post, and he has VJ Edgecombe on him. Again, the Raptors really tried to pick on the smaller defenders with either Ingram or Scottie down the stretch. And here we go. We've got Ingram here, Jakob in the block. RJ is going to space out to the three, and now the Sixers have to make decisions. RJ, he was going out to space out to the three, but as he notices that Maxey's going in for the double, and Grimes is covering for Maxey. So what does RJ do? He goes in for the cut. As he goes in for the cut, Ingram here gets the ball dislodged by Edgecombe. He had two passing options. He saw the double coming, but Edgecombe was able to dislodge the ball. Because of this, Ingram has to scramble a little bit. Maxey continues the double. The key thing to note here is as this ball gets dislodged, Grimes' first step is towards the middle, because he thinks that RJ's still here. He doesn't know where RJ is anymore because he went to help over here. RJ's already cut. So Grimes is stuck here. He notices, oh crap, RJ is open in the middle. And he goes to help here. Maxi's trying to cut off the pass to Quickley, but there's nobody to guard Quickley anymore. And that leaves him open for a 3. The Raptors, again, leveraging the Sixers having to double on Ingram and get an open shot to one of their shooters. Next play, the Raptors get the ball into Scottie Barnes in the post on Tyrese Maxey. 13 seconds on the clock. Decent amount of time to get to work. Drummond's in help. And now what's going to happen is you're going to see the Raptors are going to space out to give Scottie the same kind of setup and make the Sixers commit. Now, Sixers, they were burned last possession. Here you go. You see Pirtle's going to start diving in towards the dunker spot. Walker's helping in on to Pirtle because Drummond is going to be the double here towards the middle. Scottie does a good job. He's backing in, facing towards the middle. What this does is it means that Drummond has to help on this side. And while Drummond's helping on this side, Scottie's able to do quick little drop step and get a clean look at the basket. Now watch Pirtle here. Pirtle's great. So Scottie, this ball bobbles off the rim. Pirtle gets underneath Drummond's arm here and completely dislodges him from the rim. Completely boxes him out, which gives Scottie a clear dunk for an open chance. Good little move by Pirtle. But again, the Raptors leveraging big wing, small defender, and playing mismatch basketball. Now the final play, the nail in the coffin. Jakob Pirtle, right side of the floor, sets a screen for Immanuel Quickley going middle. Now, really high up, so Andre Drummond has to come up. He's going to show very high. Quickley is going to pull this back. Pirtle is going to start his roll. As Pirtle's rolling, you see Drummond is in line with him, backing up into the paint. But Jakob's going to come back up for the rescreen. Look at how deep Drummond has gotten now, and he is in the paint under the free throw line. Pirtle's going to come out to set this rescreen because Drummond is still at the free throw line. This gives Quickley a ton of room here to get this 3 off. Jakob makes sure to take that extra step here, clip Maxey, give Quickley the space he needs to get this shot off, and bang, game over. And with that 3, Raptors open a 7-point lead, end up closing the game out. But looking at the clutch makes and misses, the Raptors got a good look almost every single time down the floor. They were patient in the half court. Yeah, the Sixers defense isn't something amazing, obviously, without Joel Embiid. They leveraged those mistakes that team made. They leveraged the fact that they're playing a rookie and attacked him on defense, making him make hard decisions. But it's nice to see how the Raptors offense works for them to be able to execute down the clutch. And to be honest, even though they missed those 3s, those are good looks for RJ. Those are good looks for IQ, and they came out of good sets. So with that, Raptors go to 10-5. It is a good time to be a Raptors fan right now. The starting lineup is really gelling together, especially in the second half. They've been able to close out 2 games in a row now, and it's going to be fun to learn how they grow and how they continue to improve in clutch time to put up performances like this. And if you're a Raptor fan, you want to subscribe to Prose and Claws. So subscribe, give us a like, hype the video. That helps too. I don't know what that button does, but if you like this type of content, let us know and we'll keep it going. I try to do a fresh take on it and give you something that I see and maybe something that's easy to see in the game.